Oh man, that's a nice groove, man. Reminds me of something like a Fleetwood Mac song or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Mindset, you know that they say that's not a real band. The whole song was created by computers, sorry.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Music Mindset Channel. You know, music, I don't know, sometimes these days people are trying to do a whole lot. Every time you look around, AI is jumping on the scene, you know what I mean? I know Timbaland, the producer, he's got his little girl, Tata, his AI generated artist and stuff like that. And people went crazy when he tried to do that. But now, I don't know, I think we've taken another level, an AI generated band and a rock band at that. Man, I tell you, I've never heard anything like this in my life. And honestly, after it's over, I hope I never hear it again. But anyway, we're going to get into this new AI-generated rock band and see what it's all about. And I'll tell you what I think. Let's get to rocking on this. Hey guys, before we go forward, I want to let you know I appreciate your support by watching these videos and stuff like that. Please make sure you subscribe and comment, like, and share and all of that stuff. But I also want to let you know that we have something called Join. Most of you know what that is. You see the little Join button. It helps support the channel. Please consider it and check it out. This is a good way to support what we're doing so we can continue to bring you good stuff and grow. Now back to the video. All right, y'all, let's talk about the Velvet Sundown, a name that popped up on Spotify like a ghost from the Sunset Strip, dripping with retro swagger. Imagine Journey crashing into Van Halen, backed by REO Speedwagon. It's catchy, nostalgic, and almost too perfect. A band with no past just drops a debut album, and boom, over 1 million listeners out of nowhere. It sounded like the golden age of rock came back wearing leather pants and eyeliner. But here's where it gets real strange. What if I told you that the hottest new rock band of the summer doesn't even exist? Yeah, welcome to the Velvet Sundown, a band that looks like they came straight out of 1974. Sounds like classic psychedelic rock, but they're not real. Not the members, not the music sessions, not even the album art. All of it was made by AI, artificial intelligence. They dropped not one, not two, but 3 full albums out of nowhere on Spotify. And before anybody could even blink, they had over 1 million monthly listeners. No concerts, no interviews, no broken guitars, just perfect sounding retro rock that feels too perfect, at least for me. Their bio admits it, not quite human, not quite machine. Figure that one out. Everything from the lyrics to the vocals to the album covers was generated using tools like ChatGPT, Suno, and image generators. And when fans started asking who's behind this, some fake dude popped up claiming to be their spokesperson. Turns out he was just trolling, a hoax, just another part of the game. The real creators, though, stayed quiet because that was the point. The music was never about the people, it was about the illusion. Now here's where it gets weird to me. Even the band photos, AI generated. Look close. Hands look kind of odd, faces too symmetrical. Details just don't add up. If you know anything about AI, this definitely looks AI generated. It looks like we're looking at ghosts from the past that never happened.
Flicker lights on silver sand.
So what are we really listening to? A band with no heart? No pain, no story, just code, arranged to sound like someone who used to live?
Roots in the mud, sky burning red, voices of reason lost in our heads.
And yet people love it.
We won't fade into the fire.
Because it sounds good, because it's easy. But here's the gut punch. Real music, the kind that lasts forever, comes from life, from heartbreak, from joy, from sweat in a garage studio. AI can simulate the music that comes from all of that, but it just can't live it. Velvet Sundown didn't break any guitar strings. They didn't lose sleep writing lyrics that meant anything. They didn't grind for years to find their sound. They don't know what it is to sleep in vans or skanky hotels. or trash a nice hotel just because. Velvet Sundown never ate real food out of takeout boxes while wondering if the manager is cheating them out of money. Real bands know what it is to sign a bad contract, or see fights between bandmates, or watch one quit in the middle of a show. This AI band knows none of that. But the question is, does any of that matter anymore? Because the algorithm doesn't care what a band went through to build a fan base, what a band did to rise, or what made them fall down. It doesn't even care if the band's real anymore. It just cares if people click the play or download button, because that's the motion that generates revenue. You can keep your wild concert stories, and that's the scary part. Man, times have changed, and maybe for the worse if AI were to ever completely take over music. Mindset family, real music has to have the heart and soul of a man or a woman in it. A machine could never give us that human touch, the timing of a human. These new thinkers can push all the buttons they want, but in the end, nobody's ever going to consistently spend their money to hear or see what a computer or bot can put out.
Back home never came.
Oh yeah, maybe for a minute or two, it is kind of interesting stuff. But when we finally realize that we can't see the real life and heartbeat behind the sound and the visuals, we're going to come running back looking for what only a tired and imperfect man can perform. We'll miss the singer who got hoarse from singing too hard, or the guy who just had a hit of something before he stepped on a stage or in the studio.
Promises in static blue.
But rock on, Velvet Sundown. Do it while the sun is still up, because it's surely going to go down, and soon. Nah, man, I just don't know, man. As a musician and loving music and listening to music all my life, I don't really know how I feel about this whole thing about AI-generated music. I like to listen to it sometimes, to study and stuff like that, maybe fumble around with it, but I don't see it as something I want to see taking over the music scene. Man, there's too much hard work involved in creating a good song and creating a good show to let AI just jump in there. You push a button and it does it all. You know what I mean? We got to be very careful with this computer stuff, man. Computers, they're kind of taking over the world. Everything we do is involved with computers. But when it comes down to music and a whole lot of other things, man, I think we need to slow our roll just a little bit. You know what I mean? We're not even talking about the fact of taking over a musician's job. We're just talking about the whole idea of the heart and soul of what sounds good. It needs that human touch. It needs a finger from a real person involved. It needs the mind from a real person involved. But they're going to do it anyway, or at least they're going to try for a while. I don't think it's going to stay around too long for sure. I think the sun's going to go down on the Sundown Band or Velvet Sundown Band, whatever you want to call them. But for now, we'll ride out with it until it does. And I hope you guys appreciate that on the Music Mindset channel. Thanks for listening, and I'll check you guys next time. Thanks.